Hello everyone, this is AUR. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing the third video from my NCS competition challenge. The song I'm making. Today I'll be going over to the drop section. I did the intro section yesterday and I did the sound selection, sound design section the day before that in the first video. I had like no mic input in yesterday's video, which I didn't notice, but like when I completed my video, I just realized that none of my voice has been like going through. So I'm going to try my best to explain everything in this one as well for the last video. And what I went through, I'm going to explain everything in here, and I hope my voice is coming through this time. So I'm just going to constantly check this meter if my voice is coming through. I guess it is for now. So that's cool. That's good. What I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to like start a new template. I'm going to set note for this one. Okay, so we're just going to like go through the drop today. I did make some changes to yesterday's demo. I just added a build up and like mixed some stuff in, which I'll go through in a moment when I just drag the audio file in here. I'm just going to go here and like drag the audio file, which is master, so we can start from here. Alright, this is it. So first of all, what I did from the intro was that I wanted to tell a story from this intro. I talked so much. I talked literally 3 hours explaining everything, but I got nothing on my video. So hopefully I can like go through everything in here. And yeah, I wanted to tell you something about in the yesterday's video as well when I was starting out, that I mentioned the adaptive verb, how it works. Like when I put the dot towards the reverb section, it said 1, but when but on the sustain section it said 0.7 or 0.6. So that's basically just telling you 100% of the reverb and only 68% or 70% of the sustain, which I kind of messed up in the first video when I was talking about how it works. So yeah, apologies for that. But apart from that, I also talked about how the compressors and gates work. Like the gates are basically just setting a threshold. The signal below the threshold cuts off, and the signal above the threshold comes in through from a microphone, voice, bass, or anything. And the compressor is like completely the opposite, and it kind of like cuts off what goes above the threshold, and keeps the stuff below the threshold as it is. And also that if the compressor has a ratio of infinity to 1 or 1 to infinity, I don't know how the ratio works, but like if it's in infinity, it just becomes a limiter, and the limiter is basically just like completely cutting off the signal that's going above the threshold. So yeah, I did that explanation, and then I explained why I'm going for this kind of vibe, like this intro. So basically I'm imagining myself invited to this NCS competition through real life, and the section here, like the phone call and everything that will be going around here, is like I get a phone call, I pick it up, and then the person on the other side just cuts off, hangs up the phone, and then it transitions to something like a date telling like 2022, and then like the day and the month and everything. So yeah, I'll explain everything. I just have to like go and offer my prayer in like 5 minutes or so. So I'll be right back. For you, it's going to be just 1 second. And now I'm sitting completely in the dark. Basically, the lights just went out. So as I was explaining, these things right here uh, are supposed to be telling you the year, and these tiny ones are supposed to tell you the day and the month of the year that the story is going on, like what story I'm about to tell is taking place in that time and place. So yeah, moving on, we get into this section with the person in the car, or for example, me in the car, because the person is basically just me. I'm like imagining myself doing all of this. So I'm in the car. I'm listening to the new songs from the 2022 NCS releases, and then like the radio glitches out in here, the car radio, and then it plays the Tori Ip Ip Ip, or maybe if you want to call it the original, the symbolism by Electrolyte. So yeah, that plays, and then it again glitches out into something like a place name. So think of it as kind of like a movie scene or movie teaser. So yeah, then these tiny sections are going to be like some kind of like a place name that appears on the screen of the teaser, and then we move on to the next phase of me going to a, some sort of an abandoned building or something that the person that was calling me to a challenge has invited me to come over. So I'm just going there and like the stairs, and then I just happen to like open the door in here, and the glitchy structure kind of comes in, and that takes me to the verse section of the song, which becomes like a real song. So yeah, then we use the NCS nostalgia a cappella or vocal samples that they have provided. I spent a lot of time picking the best one that I could. But yeah, I did manage to make use of it. So basically, this section is like ambient and then garage ambient, and then I did a little bit more work and like did a build up. So yeah, we're just going to go through all of this, and then I'm going to move on to making the drop. The first drop is going to be some kind of melodic future rhythm stuff that I usually do. So if we do not expect something like AQOS fiber optic material that I showed in the first stream, we will do that drop as the second one, hopefully, if we can. So yeah, let's go. Let's start listening. I will go through every changes that I made after the video that I made. So basically, this section stays the same, just with small changes, which I'll talk about. So yeah, let's go. So here I kind of like lowered the rain sample that was playing in here, so it's not that loud in here right now. It kind of makes more sense now than before. Yeah, I'm just going to check my mic. Yeah, it's working, I suppose. So basically what I did here after the video was I took the vocal sample and put it through some saturation and then some more reverb to make it more spacey, and also did some declicking, which it made a little bit like it was kind of like harsh on the ears. And I also did a little bit of like high cut from the 18K to 6K hertz area. So basically above 6K or 8K hertz till 18K hertz frequency range is now not present in the vocal. at all. So yeah, it's kind of like a filtered, saturated, reverby vocal, which I am going to be bringing up a little bit more because right now it's just kind of like drowned in the mix, and also I'm going to like bring down the reeds as well because I also saturated that and the like made it louder, but right now it kind of sounds bad in my opinion. We will fly above the sky. Tonight. We will fly above the sky. Tonight. We will fly above the sky. Tonight. We will fly above the sky. Yeah, I introduced some drums and some effects loops here for the build up. It still has not anything that's like the drop thing, or like it doesn't have anything from the drop, so I'm going to be adding that after I do the drop. But yeah, this is a build for now. Above the sky. So it goes from we are fearless tonight to we are heroes tonight at the end. I think it's a pretty cool transition from one vocal aspect to another, considering it's an NCS nostalgia competition. I wanted to go something like memeing with the vocals and like making kind of funny vocal thingy, but it didn't work out. So yeah, I'm just going straight in for some emotional, nostalgic vibes, and also heavy, as I'm about to do. So first of all, I have the MIDI loaded up from the first project, so I'm just going to go over here, open the sampler, going to file, import MIDI file, NCS comp MIDI. So yeah, here we have our chords and everything, and the bass line, the chords. We're going to be doing the lead MIDI in here, but yeah, we got the chords and the bass line. I'm just going to like copy these and paste here and there. So first of all, I'm just going to make the sub bass. Like we already have the preset ready for that, and also the chain ready for that. So yeah, I'm just going to go over here to the user, pick the sub bass. I'm not going to synthesize every single thing in this drop. I'm going to use samples, presets and everything. I'm not the kind of person that synthesizes every sound, but if I can, I will. So yeah, I'm kind of guy that would go for something like post-processing and more post-processing than like synthesizing every single sound. So yeah, it's just not my thing to make new presets or patches or anything. My thing is going over to the mixer channel and then like just fooling around with the knobs, the plugins and everything that I got to make the sound a little bit more unique. So basically we've got a triangular wave, 2 octaves down, nothing much going around here. In the FX we have compressor, multi-band compressor, a little bit gain for like 48% or so. Then we have like a low pass filter. In the global, I think we have nothing changed, neither in the matrix. I suppose. Oh yeah, we have the matrix changes. This thing right here, this knob is at like 17 or 16%. I routed the LFO1 to the master tuning, which gives it kind of like a kick or 808 effect when you play a note. And also I made the patch mono so it doesn't clash with the other notes if we're playing. And I'm also going to enable the legato or legato, I don't know what's it called, and also bring this up, the port time to about 250 milliseconds. So yeah, the bass slides if we use some kind of like a upper note on the bass note that we're playing. So the bass goes up and down if we need to do that. It basically just does that. If we bring this down right here, it's going to go up quickly. And if we bring this down to 250, so the slope kind of becomes a little bit more like more time consuming, I would say. I don't know what's the right word for it, but yeah. Moving on, I'm just going to route this to mixer channel 1. I'm going to put in the MIDI. I'm just going to open the MIDI file. I'm not going to go over the sampler one. So yeah, just finding the bass note. This is not the one. This is the one. But we can bring it down. So yeah, I'm just going to delete all these above notes and leaving the bass note alone. Yeah, I'm just going to delete all of these. So we only have the bass notes left. Now I'm going to bring them up an octave. So we got something like this. And then we can add another note in here that goes way up and then goes down to the initial note from the next chord. So yeah, I'm just going to make it bigger. So this is C. Then we're going to C or E. It depends on what we're going for. Okay, now let's see what we got. And I'm just going to extend it a little bit more. Yeah, I guess this does make it a little bit better. I'm just going to cut off the going into this one, so it doesn't go affect the attack of this bass note. So yeah, I don't know if it's okay in here, but yeah, I guess it doesn't make that much of a difference if we're into the drop, because going up or down could really make some impactful bass notes placed. Now we're going to open our preset that I made for this sub bass. I call it the sub erosion chain because we have the erosion plugin in here. I'm going to post this mixer preset in my server or anywhere that you guys can access after we're done with all the song stuff and everything. I'm going to be posting the stems as well as these effects, and also everything that I make and the chains and everything that I got into a drive file or something, and then I'm going to share on my YouTube or Discord or my other socials if I can. So yeah, let's listen to this one. Already improving. I'm just going to set this master to 0.6, so it's mastering or mixing in -6 dB. It kind of does make sense if we want to go extremely heavy, but not so heavy that it just starts clipping. So we can compare the drop to the intro. So the intro is like -6 dB right here, but we can go for the drop like something like -1 or -2 dB, which is like 4 dB higher than the intro. So it's gonna be like sounding more huge or more heavy than the intro. So the song doesn't feel flat or anything. I'm going to like copy this pattern too right here, just before these. Yeah, it already sounds fine. Yeah, this sounds so good. Like the sub bass with erosion, it just gives it such a thumpy and kind of like gnarly sound for the sub bass. Yeah, now we're moving on to the other bass selection that I'll be doing for the first future rhythm drop. I'm basically just going for something like chords or something for the drop. So for that I need to have Vital, because I have some of my favorite chords in there. I don't want to make chords in here, synthesize anything, because if I got some cool sounds that I already like, why just bother having more? So VLA Machina, such a great sample pack. It costs about $37, but yeah, I won it in a competition that they did, and I got it for free. And ever since I've been using this sample pack. So yeah, let's go for the keys. I'm going to filter out the keys because keys are basically just chords or like some kind of like plucky instruments that also can make like chord sounds. I'm going to, for this universal or the system preset, let's see what it sounds like. Symmetry. Stellar. Yeah, this one sounds good. What I'm going to do is like go for a small amount of reverb. I think I just hurt my own feet. Going to play around with the delay. Phaser. Filter. Alright, sounds good. So I'm just going to copy the chords, paste it here, go to the pattern mode and play. Such a good chord progression. I wasn't big on this one at first, but like now hearing it back, it really does feel good. I'm going to make this go quick. Like, yeah, just 8-step chord progression. Oh yeah, in the last video when making chords in the piano, I also talked about how the velocity effect changes how they sound. So basically the velocity is something like if you hit a piano key hard in real life, it's going to sound way much heavier and like clicky, transienty. But if you kind of like press the key smoothly, it's going to give such a smooth and puffy and smooth sound, I suppose. Yeah, so basically the velocity is that. If the velocity is low, it's pressing the keys smoothly, and if the velocity is high, it's hitting the keys hard. So basically what the tool in the randomizer does is make the chords, even if the keys are hitting all at once in a chord, it still will make some kind of difference if like some notes are pressed hard and some are not. So some notes just show off much more than the others. And it's randomized everywhere. So yeah, the seed thing is kind of like choosing between what preset or what kind of randomization you want. So when you press the seed button, you just get through more randomization options. And if you go with the higher velocity randomization, it just basically does like a vice versa for the notes. So basically, if on a randomizer seed, if one note goes higher on the making the velocity randomizer knob go to 100%, it will go to much lower value if you do go in the opposite side, which is like 0%. And basically what it stays on for the moment is like 50%, which is like the normal velocity for all the notes. So if one goes higher on the 100%, it will go lower on the 0%, and if one goes lower on the 0%, it will go higher on the 100%. Or like if one goes higher on 0, yeah. So if one goes higher on the 0%, then it will go lower on the 100%. It's like the notes are just like opposite of each other for the randomization process. So yeah, they just go up and down when you randomize them. I don't even know if I made it more complicated than it already is, but yeah, you can thank me for that. Alright, we have the chords ready. I'm going to make pattern 4. I'm going to do the same. Pick up vital. For this time, I'm going to do some kind of like a pad or something. So what I'm going to do is go over to this aura pack, which is like a free pack. I'll put the link in the description below. I had to do it for the last video as well, so I'll do it for that as well. I'm going to go through the pad section. Pick a nice pad. This sounds good, kind of stringy, but I'll go through some more presets. No. I guess this sounds really cool, the strings one. So I'm going for that. I'm going to like pasting all the MIDI that we got from the sampler. I'm going to play this. Yeah, it sounds good. Moving on, I'm going for something like a bass patch this time. So we get like the mid bass and the gritty one. I'm going for the BLA Machina pack again. Gonna filter out the basses and go through some of these basses and see which one fits. Sounds cool. But yeah, I need to change the reverb settings on this one because the reverb is usually just higher than what the normal rate is. So I'm just going to bring this down to like 20% or so. Maybe it's just 2%. Yeah, alright, I'm going to mess with these macros in here. Oh god, what the hell did that do? I'm sorry. No, we don't need a phaser. Now I just had to mess around with the LFO. Alright, I'm going to load up the MIDI in here, or maybe I can just like copy this one, go over to pattern 5, paste it in here, open up this chord progression, this piano roll. I'm bit so much by the mosquitoes sitting in my room. It hurts. Yeah, this sounds alright. So now I'm going over for another bass line, so I can like work more with it, some more texture basses that I can fill the low mids with. I'm going over for the bass filter, and then going to BLA Machina. I'm going to go over from the top. Yeah, this sounds really good. This is actually one of my favorites. Going to paste it in here. Yeah, this one can slide through with the sub bass, so it does make a lot of sense. Now for the final touch, I'm going for a lead. this is like literally my go-to lead for making future rhythm stuff, and it's such a cool sound. So go to lead, select the future lead, go over to the lush macro, and like bring it down to like 0.03 or 0.02, and yeah, this is it. It sounds such a simple lead, but we'll see how it sounds once we start going for something crazy with this combo of these patches. And then like if when I add the leads, you'll know what I mean. So I'm going to select this area, basically just like consolidate everything that I've done in here. Just going to go over through my Discord and like check where I'm pinged. Oh, it's the rival server. Maybe someone gave me some feedback on my sound, so that's probably it. Alright. The fun stuff has to come. I'm going to go over on my drum processing again for the rhythm drums, even though I have shown that drum processing in my last video. Yeah, I'm going to do it here again, but this time more precisely, and I'm going to make some banging drum samples. Not like make them, synthesize them, but like, yeah, just like I don't know what's the word for it, like resample them. Yeah, that's the right word. Alright, this sounds good so far. I'm going to like process this. I don't know if I can like consolidate this first and then like process it, but I'm going to try and process it right now. So yeah, no, I think I should just consolidate first, then process it. Yeah, that way I can have more control over the sound, and also process it as much as I want without my laptop going overheat. And I hope that this video is not glitching like the last one did, which was just basically going 10 frames or 5 frames per second with what I was doing. So basically it was just like lagging behind with all the information. I was doing something and it was showing something. I hope this one is not doing that. I'm going to check my mic signal again. Oh yeah, it's running. I hope it is. Alright, we have this ready. I'm going to do the same for the others as well. I'm going to consolidate this. I'm going to consolidate like all of these at once. And then like process them and then consolidate again. So I don't have problems with the processing them even further, or like adding more stuff to the drop. Oh, by the way, yeah, if you guys got some ideas for the channel, you can drop them in the comment section below. If you think it's necessary for the channel's growth or something like that. I'm not that big on like managing social media and everything. You guys are way much better than me with doing that stuff, but yeah, it would be appreciated if you guys can like help me out with some ideas for my channel. Alright, in the meantime, I guess I'll check the Ravel server and let's see what we got. Okay, so basically it's just a future rhythm edit I made, an anime edit, which it's already out on my YouTube channel. I sent that for feedback and see what they tell me about it. So yeah, I'm just going to be like going to follow these feedback on the current drop I'm doing because it's like the same concept. So yeah. Alright, we have the bass ready. Going in or for the other bass, the constant bass that plays constantly. I got some more feedback as well in here, like add harmonics to the bass to make it punch through more. So yeah, I'm going to like make these bass patches pop out more as well. This one. Alright, I think we're done with these stuff, so I'm going over to this one and like start processing it. Alright, I'm going to route this to the insert to vital. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I'm going to load up OTT, because why not? Yeah, this sounds about right. Now we're not like lagging or anything. CPU usage is okay. I'm going for some distortion in here, some saturation, perhaps. I'm going more gritty than usual for these cars, so they can like impact the drop as well with the harmonics and everything. And also what I like to do is go over here when I have everything consolidated. Oh wait, I can just go in here and like cut off this part right here. And yeah, I kind of forgot one layer of a base that I always do, but I'm going to add that in a moment. What I like to do for these chords and stuff is like automate the volume for this audio and then like go something like this, something like I don't know what's it called, but like going in with like pulsating or something like that. So I'm just going to like copy paste these right here. So I'm just going to copy paste and then like paste in there as well. Oh, come on. Alright, this is it. Now I can like bring it right here. So now it will sound more of like a pulsating something, some sort of like that. Yeah, kind of like half tremolo or something. Yeah, this is about right. At first, it was really going more with it, like the tail of it was like really long and going to the other one, but now I have cut the tail a little bit, so it's more of like a consistently like playing some notes, but like not going over into the other note. So I don't know what the hell am I saying, but yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Alright, we're done with this. We don't need something about above 16K in here, because we'll be reserving that for the drum samples and everything to have the high end on all the stuff. So yeah, this is about it for now. I'm going to like consolidate this once more, because I don't need to have like a lot of stuff playing and process at the same time on my drop. I'm going to be like routing the same sample to the same mixer chain, or maybe the other one. If I do route it to the same mixer chain, I'm going to like disable all the effects so it does not get like affect so like the mixer channel, the effects and everything does not process it like for the second time, because it might sound a little bit louder or weird or something. I will try and see how it sounds like with the effect chain on again, but if it sounds bad, I'm just going to like disable the effects and everything. Okay, here we go. Disabling it. Now, I quite don't like, I mean, I like the saturation on it, again, but I think we don't need too much of saturation in here, because it'll just make the mix muddy overall. So yeah, I'm just going to like skip this part again, and now move on to the strings. I'm going to bring this right here, so it starts from here and like fades into the other one nicely. I'm going to extend this one, and yeah, cut off this one as well. Such a nice string collection. Going over to the OTT again, my favorite. Some saturation. A little bit of reverb. Some low cut, some size increase, some less high cut. And decay of about 3 seconds. So one of the tricks that I learned for using the decay on leads and chords is that on chords you want it to be something like 3 seconds and on lead sound it's gotta be like 5 seconds or something for reverb delay. Alright, moving on to the vet knob here. The reason for that is you don't want your chords and everything to blend into the next section that much as you would for your lead sound. So basically the lead sounds are like the brightest in the mix, and you want them like consistent, or sometimes even go like beyond where the drop ends or where the section ends, so it like just blends into the next section pretty well. But for chords, I would say having a 3-second decay time is a pretty good thing, and for leads, at least try to be like 5 seconds or so. That would make sense a lot and would make your mix a lot better with the reverb on it. Like the wet knob is on you, how much you want the signal to be wet or not. But yeah, this is basically what my go-to reverb patch is. And now I'm going over to the Fruity Parametric EQ2. I'm just going to like low cut this and a little bit of high cut. It just adds that bit of a nice texture to the drop and like some kind of emotional backing structure. Texture, not structure. Yeah, okay, moving on to the next bass thingy. I think we don't need to like... Alright, I'm just going to like consolidate this one, because why not? At least for now. But yeah, maybe we can do more processing on it later, like filtering and everything, that I will explain why I do that for my futurism drops, because like it's my go-to style. So please just refrain from like copying my style 100%, because it'll just become generic over time if people start copying me or other artists. And I'm doing this like with my style. I'm just going to like teaching you how to mix a drop and how to come up with ideas for a drop, what to use and where to use. I'm not like telling you all to copy me 100%, to do this and do that. Maybe yes, for the atmosphere making that I did, and for other stuff that I would do, for like making my sub bass, you can make it something like that if you like it. But like copying other artists from streams and like breakdowns and live production, I think it's not a cool idea to like 100% copy them in the same genre. Maybe you can like have this next step that I'm going to do, like copy it and like use it in another genre that you like. You can do that. I mean, I did learn from Eliminate myself, and I'm going to show you what I learned, but I don't use it in the sense that he did. I'm using it for something else that gives the drop a character that I want the drop to have. Yeah, it's basically just personal preference. Alright, this is done. I'm just going to like route it to the track 6 consolidated. Oh my god. Alright, moving on, we have the bass. I'm going to route this to another number. Okay, I'm going to call this strings. I'm going to call this bass layer. And now I'm going to like kind of heavily process this one. First of all, I'm just going to like, you know it, the OTT, the good old OTT. And then we're going for some, not the KHS distortion. For basses, I would basically just use something like sausage fattener, because that's a really good plugin for like giving some oomph to the basses. Alright, this sounds good, at least for now. I hope your ears are not destroyed. Moving on, I'm going to put some vocodix on this one. I haven't tried this vocodix trick yet, but I'm going to like try if I can. Okay, so this area on the vocodix is really kind of like messing up with my ears. What I'm about to do is like bring down the mix knob. Wait, I'm just going to like mix it right here. I don't even know what this knob does. It says modulator unison shift, and then it says modulator unison panning, and then this says modulator unison order. Maybe if I place a value in here, it's going to like put some unison like voices. Yeah, I can go up to like 5 voices if that's what I get. Yeah, it's basically just unison inside vocodex. And this is like panning on the unison. So this works kind of like the Haas effect. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with Haas effect is something like a delay, but in milliseconds. That's so fast that it creates kind of like a wide sound. So it's basically just making the sound super wide by making the signal go from left to right or right to left in like a millisecond order. So yeah, I think this kind of works like that, and every other stereo plugin also works like that. Like it does make like the sound, if like the sound has some stereo information with you, when you crank up the stereo knob, it kind of pans the sound to left and right in like a millisecond space. But for Haas effect is basically if you have like no stereo information for any sound, you cannot make it wide even if you use some kind of like a stereo widener or something, because it doesn't have a stereo information. But what Haas effect does is it basically just makes that stereo widening thing. I think the Serum also has some sort of thing like that. It's called a dimension or dimension expander or something that I think does the same thing. But yeah, from what I see or hear, this is sort of like that. So yeah, let's just try this vocodex. I'm going for something like 30% vocodex. So it has some vocodex effect coming in, but not like all of it. So it doesn't have this like low mids information, like the bass information, and the low mids as well. Okay, so the low mids start from like 250 and to like 500, and then like it's like the bass. Okay, so the bass spectrum starts from around like 80 hertz or so, and the below the bass section is like the sub. So yeah, now I understand why people say like your low mids are not that much, and like I come in here and like start working around the 80 to 200 hertz area, but they basically mean like 250 hertz and above that to like 500 hertz. Yeah, what I'm going to do is like make it leave like this until like the 100 hertz or so. Yeah, this is basically just a 100 hertz cut. high cut, yeah. We're going to leave space for the lows to come through. I mean, our sub preset has basically all of the sub frequencies and some of the bass frequencies as well, to like 80 hertz and 100 hertz and something like that, because it's like a really heavy sub. Yeah, I think we're done with this for now. So I'm just going to like consolidate this as well. Alright, we're done with this processing of bass. I'm going to like route this to the bass layer mixer and then like disable all the effects that we got. Wait, how do I bypass this EQ? I don't know where the hell the button is for bypassing the EQ. Yeah, just leave it. Yeah, I'm just going to disable this for now. Moving on to the next bass. I'm going to call it bass layer 2, low mids, I guess, for low mids. And yeah, let's start working on OTT, my favorite. And then we get some sausage fattener. We want this one to be a little bit more consistent around here. So yeah, it does have some of these frequencies that we want. I'm going to like I don't know what the hell to do with this, because I can like make it default. I'm going to high pass this. I'm going to like high shelf this, so it still has that like some high-end information, but not all of it. Maybe I can do the same with like this knob, and I'm just going to make this knob like a low pass. Going to right here, so we don't need the high-end information on this bass that much. Going to make this one a high shelf and cutting some of the highs. I think this works, and I'm going to dip this area as well. Yeah, this could work. This could really work. I'm going to play this with the sub bass and let's see how it works out. Yeah, it does kind of work out. I'm going to like EQ it again because, oh no, not the EQ one. I don't want this one. Oh, what I'm going to do is like make a high cut here. Let's say I think this will be it. Yes, I suppose. I'm going to like consolidate this one as well. Now I'm going to add the third bass layer. It's not like a bass, it's more of like a synth than a bass. But yeah, it does give it some of that future rhythm-ish character to the drop. It does make it sound more of a future rhythm drop than some others, because I don't think I hear a lot in future rhythm, but from what I hear, or in my songs as well as some other artists, I think it does make a wild difference and turns the song into like a real future rhythm song. Alright, I'm going to cut these. We have everything ready. I'm going for another pattern. This one's going to be for the lead. I'm just going to like draw just something. Oh yeah, I forgot to put this on the bass layer too for low mids. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Unsorted. We have the lead. Going to disable all these effects. It won't play, don't worry. Going to go for switch mode, disable, then like place a note, like extend it to something like 8 bars. The pattern just stays there. Now I'm going for the 8th pattern. I'm just going to like mute these patterns, or just allow this one to like take place. So yeah, 8th pattern. Going over here, we are going to like introduce another vital instance. Just checking my mic if it's still working. Hello. I don't know if it's like working. It is? Okay, it is showing that it's working. Alright, moving on to like the second last step of doing the drop melodics. I'm going for this bass preset called Destruct. I'm going to like put the reverb below, just like 0.015. Okay, it's not the yeah, it's the detected one. Yeah, this is it. This is such a cool sound. Okay, we have the I'm going to route this to the 6th pattern, so I'm just going to call this the wait, what was it called? The detected synth or something, I suppose. Going over to the OTT section, as always. What OTT really does is like it just brings up some harmonics in a sound. You don't have to put OTT on every single sound, but if you do, just make sure you're putting the right amount, because you don't want the OTT to go above like 60% or so for a certain sound. It basically just stays somewhere in between like 10% to 30% or around that for like most of the sounds. And for drums, I would say you don't even use OTT because you don't need multi-band compression on drums. Maybe you do in some certain places if you want the drums to sound punchy or something, or if they're unprocessed, and if they do sound better with the OTT anywhere or any multi-band compressor. But usually you don't need OTT for drums or most of the sounds. I'm just like used to it, and it does bring up some harmonics and sound. It just does cohere the sound overall, so I do use it for my sounds, for like strings or some organic sounds, my pianos, and just everything I do. And I just use my ears to like know what sounds best for me. Going over to the saturation. These two are like my go-to plugins, like back to back. OTT and then KHS distortion are like two of my most used plugins on any sound. And then like an EQ2 to just like cut off some frequencies that I don't want. Alright, sounds good. I think this is it for now. Yeah, I think it does sound good. Yeah, this is it. And now we're going over to the final melodic phase of the drop, or maybe the second last, because I do want to add some atmosphere to drop. I mean, we have the strings, but if we could add some more ambience to the drop and like keep it to a minimum, it would make a wild difference in the stereo field and overall vibe of the drop. So what I'm going to do is like not use any atmosphere loop from anywhere, any pack or anything. I'm just going to use the same atmosphere loop that I made from the piano or the lap steel or something like that in like our first video. Yeah, I'm going to use that loop in here. Oh god, look at this. It has one more shot coming through in here, which I don't need, so I'm just going to cut it off right here. And yeah, then like route this to the detected synth and then just like disable all the effects. We don't need them. Going over to the macros, switch, smart disable for all plugins, so we don't have a lot of stuff playing. All right, let's just test this drop, what we've got so far. This drop is going to be really simple, but for second drop I'm going to maybe change some of the bass one shots here and there, like change the pattern of how these sounds go about. So yeah, we can change it in later in the second drop, but for first drop I think I need to keep it some kind of like simple drop. So it's not that much experimental, but for second drop going in we can do something experimental. I'm going to use all the sample selection that we did, the synth sounds, the corpus type sounding synths that we collected from the first video. I'm going to use that and like use these basses and everything. I might just like remove the main lead or some of the atmosphere or something like that. But yeah, the idea is going to be some kind of like the same. So yeah, we'll see. But for today, I'm just going to like make the first drop and the first build, and then going to the other projects and then like show you what I did, and also insert this there, so we get like a full song up until the first drop. And then I'm going to send this to my friends or whoever artist that I can find to get some feedback from, and then like work on the next phase of the song and also the rest of the song as well that I already have done, but after getting some feedback. So yeah. All right, the lead time. This is going to be the most fun part because I'm going to like go for a completely new melody and not the chords and everything that I've selected so far. So what I'm going to do is like to enable this one along with the lead, so I get the idea of what chord the lead sound is going to be playing with, and what kind of lead sound that I want, and where should it go from in the scale. Okay, so we have E, G, yeah, it's in my E minor scale by default. We are heroes tonight. We'll fly above the sky. Yeah, this melody can work. Like I'm just going to like copy this again, like make this note right here. I'm going to put this an octave above. Alright, I'm going to clone this so I can get another lead layer that's an octave below. I cannot do this on this piano roll because it will just like go mono mode. I think it's mono, so I cannot like stack keys. So I have to like make another instance and like just go around it. Yeah, all I gotta do is like bring this one down. Yeah, I think this melody is really good so far. So what I'm going to do is like consolidate this right now from this part, and then you'll see the magic thing that I do with my future rhythm lead melodies. Are you ready? So yeah, basically this is how I do my future rhythm drops. I'm giving away my secret sauce to all of you who are watching. You're watching, you deserve it. You support me, you support my channel, and giving away my top secret techniques and everything in these videos is just nothing compared to the love you guys give me and the support you all been giving me throughout this entire time. Basically, if I don't do these videos and you don't learn from me uh, and the stuff I do, my whole music career would just be uh, nothing, to be honest. It doesn't have a value if I'm just keeping everything to myself. That's why I just love giving out to people and helping them out with everything that they want. Alright, the lead is done. What I'm going to do is assign this to a new one and then like call it the lead. Yeah, this is our drop lead. Okay, now here starts all of the fun stuff. So first of all, of course, the OTT. I'm going to disable these chords and only play the lead. I'm going to distort this so much, the saturation. Yeah, it's too much already, but I know what I'm doing, so yeah. Then I'm going to go for some reverb, some low cut, some making the size big, decay about 5 seconds, and then dampness about the same as it is, but yeah, going up to the Vietnam. It already sounds massive. But the magic thing I do with my future rhythm lead is picking this filter plugin up. Okay, so I guess this is not working as the way it should be, but yeah. I'm going to click, oh, wait. I'm just going to like mess with this knob, right click this, create automation clip. Now, I'm going to do the thing I always do to like make this work. You may ask what, but I'm going to do some automation like this, make it more build with this. It gives it that kind of like a wobbly sound for the lead. And then like if the lead is going a little bit more like faster than the usual, we just go for in here and pick up the one of two steps. I'm just going to bring this right here. Oh wait, I haven't made this a unique one. So yeah, wait. Alright, I'm sorry. Mom was here. So yeah, I'm going to like make this one unique. Bring this right here and bring this right here. I suppose this is it. Yeah, this is about it. So if we have like some consistent notes that are like short notes, I do short filters, and if it's long notes, I do long filter. Just like that. And then I can like change the filter automation thingy, and then my next lead starts from here and then goes on to these three bigger ones, and then like the smaller ones again and again, and it just repeats. I'm going to play with these filter automations again. Yeah, that's the secret technique that I do with my lead. And then what I'm going to do is like just cut off the lows, because when you're filtering the lead, it just kind of trails off some of the lows. Like I think it's called the oversampling, like the button right here. It's basically just on this KHS filter. So it kind of drags all the frequencies from the mid-range or the high range. If it's like going up and down, it's going to bring all those frequencies, the noise in there, to like the lows or the highs. So what I like to do is like cut off some of the highs to like 16 kHz and some of the lows to like 200 Hz or so. So it doesn't bring the noise down, because the cuts right here in this EQ2 are not going to let those noisy information that's coming through is go through and disturb the low end or the high end of the track. It does need a little bit more EQing. just a little steep in here. And then I'm going to put Endless Smile on this, which is really cool reverb plugin. Okay, so we don't have anything in here, in here, in here, and in here. What we're going to do is go over here to like the Endless Smile. Select this knob. I think 7% of the reverb, a constant reverb, is kind of good. I'm going to make the automation clip, and what I'm about to do is something really unique, which I learned from a tutorial on YouTube, like how to make the Papa Han kind of sounds. So basically, what it's done there is like there's like a tremolo sounding reverb sense that keep like a vibration thingy. Okay, I'll explain a bit. I just need to like edit this. Alright, so I need a cut right here. To paste the value. Then like bring this up, bring it down, paste in the value, and then like cut off this tiny piece of thingy and then like paste it around. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, it doesn't sound that good, so what I'm going to do is like just bring this right here, then like extend this one as well as this one. Maybe bring it down. Or maybe bring this down right here and this. Oh god, I think I messed up. Okay, so this right here is going to be this much of a value. Or bring this here, maybe. See what we got. Yeah, it does sound good. So it kind of gives it some sort of like a tail something. I'm going to paste these values around so I don't mess up. I'm going to paste these here as well and see how they affect the next. Okay, this kind of works, so I'm just going to like paste this here. I'm going to cut it right here and then drag it here. And we don't need this section, so I'm just going to like copy paste the whole thing again. Bring it right here. So yeah, I think we're done with this section as well, this part as well. These are like 8 bars long, so I have to like copy paste the whole drop again. But I'm going to like add the atmosphere in the second part, so it sounds more atmospheric. And I'm also going to like copy paste these to like 2 bars or something, so it just trails off with the tremolo reverb effect. Right here. Or maybe make it a little bit shorter. Longer, maybe. Alright, I'm going to make this unique. Bring this right here. Not there, I meant right here. Then like copy this, paste this, and now copy paste all of these. Yeah, this does work. Kind of works. To like bring the song to the other section, it's more of like a down riser of some sort. Yeah, this does work, and it works pretty well. So I'm just going to extend this a little bit more. Alright, I think this is it for now. I'm just going to go and have my dinner. It's ready. I'll be right back and see you in a second. Alright, I've just had my dinner and I'm back. Just going to check the microphone levels. Microphone levels, hello, hello, coming in. Yeah, I think it's working, I suppose. So yeah, it's going in smoothly, but so we are like 1 hour and 40 minutes in. The file size is also not that big, so yeah, I'm glad it is like that. Now I'm going to add the atmosphere sample. So we can like add it to the second part of the drop. Okay, so I've got like 3 of them. I don't know which ones of them to choose. Okay, wait. Alright, I'm going to like drag in all of these 3 samples in here. And then like select one that I feel like the most compelling towards. So I'm just going to solo out. Not this one. Not this one. I think this one is by far the best. Yeah. So this one is not my thing. This one, I don't need it. I'm just going to like mix this with the drop as I see fit. I'm going to route it to another mixer. Okay, I'm going to consolidate this lead. As it sounds right now, then I can like process it even more if I needed it, or maybe not if I don't need it anymore. But yeah, after consolidating this, I can like move on and mix the atmospheric pad or the atmospheric loop that I made with the drop, and then I'm going to add some drums and everything to like complete the drop, and then just to make a little bit of like a build section for this one, and then I'm going to like basically just end the video here. I cannot like go into the other project. I think my PC is already like overwhelmed with this drop and everything that I'm doing and the video making as well. It's just an Intel Celeron processor. It cannot handle too many things at once, so opening another project file would be kind of like a disaster for it. But yeah, I will make sure to show you everything in that project as well as the next one and this one as well when I'm done with the song in like a final roundup video that I'll be doing, and explaining everything that I did along the way that I missed in these videos and I did on my own in like my free time. I think the lead is done. Okay, it did not record the part after the lead goes. So I'm just going to like unmute this right here. I'm going to delete this and like work on it again. Just going to like group this to this one because it's like the lead thingy. So yeah, I'm going to enable all these effects, the automations and everything. And then I'm going to select all of this area, not just the lead area. So yeah, I'm going to consolidate this once more because I have to. I'm going to go over to the Discord and see what I got from the NCS server. I think we got another NCS song upcoming, or maybe it's the NCS arcade one, the new pre-save for some song. I don't know if it's going to end up on NCS or NCS arcade, but yeah, I'm really excited because I love Facading's music. Is it called Facading or Facading? If anyone's watching this part of the video, please tell me if it's called Facading or if it's pronounced as Facading, Facading, Facading. I don't know. Talking nonsense as always. I am. This is taking a little bit long. I'm going to check my mic levels. Yeah, they're pretty much okay up until now. I just want to complete the drop as soon as possible. I have to do side chaining as well as the other stuff. I might do the second drop in this project as well, because I just have to like drag the bass sounds and like just trim the sections that I want to work with, like cut these sections and then rearrange all the sounds and then add the synth samples that we have from my first video. I'm going to cut off the tail in here, and I'm going to like disable all the effects and everything. I'm just going to like going to delete a 7. I'm just disable all these effects. Okay, so we got our OTT in here. I'm just going to do more sound design in here, just like make it sound as good as possible in the context of the drop. Just going to skip in here and like only select this part right here and like solo the atmosphere loop. And then put an endless smile just to make it more atmospheric. And then put a parametric EQ2 to just cut off the lows and highs. And probably just bring it down. I don't know if I should do something like this. I guess I can, since I want it to be I think I can do something like this. Okay, volume automation. I'm going to copy this, copy state. I'm going to paste in here, so I can do something like this, something similar I did with the the chords in here. Just going to make the atmosphere sound kind of like the lead. Yeah, this seems to be kind of working. But I'm going to bring the endless smile down. And then also automate the endless smile in here as well. Okay, so and now I'm going to make this one unique. Copy this, paste in here, and do the same as we did with the lead. That's a filter, but right here it works kind of as an LFO and not a lead. So yeah, then we're going to copy paste this right here. I'm going to get rid of this and just basically copy paste everything again. Yeah, I think this works. For the endless smile, I think I'll make it stay at around 50%, but I can make another automation clip that resembles this, like certain parts. I'm just going to delete this. I need to copy this value, paste it in here. I'm going to extend this a little bit more. So yeah, it's just going a little bit above. I'm going to copy this value, paste it in here, and then what I'm going to do is like over here, pick the 2-step, and now bring a point in the hair down. Okay, I'm going to copy value, paste on this one, paste on this one. I think this could work. And then what I'm going to do is like just cut this out and copy paste this. So it also kinda does the same thing as the lead did. I'm going to cut this off to like copy paste in here. Or here. So far it's working. I just need some of these to come through in here, and then like copy paste all of it again. And I'm just going to select the line in here and enable this. It's not a massive difference, but I can go higher with this one. And something like this. Yeah, it does kind of make a little bit of like a difference, not that massive, but yeah, it does a little bit. Now I'm just going to like copy this one right here, make it unique, so it just trails off something like this. And I'm going to extend this one to around here, copy this value, paste it in here, and then like copy paste these. Till right here. This is going to like support the lead in like an atmospheric way. Maybe what I can do is like change this up a little bit. It doesn't make much of a difference, so I'm just going to like delete these, and yeah, I'm going to delete in here as well because I really don't need it. Go to current project, initialize controls, and less smile atmosphere log. Okay. Volume multiply. Yeah, we don't have it there, so we won't have problem with it. Right, I think we're done with this part as well. And I'm just going to like play through the drop, or maybe like assign the drop to like a mixer bus called the drop bus. I'm going to give it a color. I'm going to dock it to right. I'm going to for something like a sidechain bus. So we have a sidechain bus as well that can work for us. I'm going to dock it to the left. I'm going to route the drop bus to the sidechain bus, and I'm going to route the sub to the sidechain bus, and everything else will be going over to the drop bus. I'm going to bring this up again. And now I'm going to play everything all at once. This sounds kind of like a movie thing I made up. Okay, yeah, I haven't routed this to the mixer number 1, so I'm just going to disable all these effects, and it's going straight into the sidechain. Press now. I'm going to bring all of these down, along with the atmosphere, of course, and then balance them first and then mix them later when the time comes. So yeah, I'm sorry if you're hearing some noises of my brother playing around. I don't know how to bring the volume up. Maybe I need to have something like parametric EQ2 or something. Okay, and then we have strings. And we have the bass layer. Another bass. We have another bass synth. The lead sound. Now I'm going to go for Gold Fast in here to mix the whole drop. And this suits too. I'm going to disable all of these so it comes through. Alright, I'm going to remix all of these. I'm going to rebalance. I want my leads to be a little bit more saturated, just a little bit more, so I'm going to saturate it a little bit more. going to cut off the frequencies right here from this base. Okay, I'm just going to like automate the sub volume as well as the other bass volume. Just like what we did with the pad. It's not gonna be as extreme as the pad one. Maybe it will be. So I'm just going to see what I can do with the. I need to do this because I want the bass to be as much of a flow as the rest of the elements. I'm going to do the same with this constant bass thingy. I'm going to automate the volume for this one as well. Just going to like repeat this process of having this kind of shape for the LFO I'm making, the volume LFO. Okay, this is going good so far. So it's like not messing up the other stuff. If like the bass is constantly going, it's going to like mess up some stuff. So now it should sound much cleaner. I'm going to do the same thing for the strings because they're also making the drop a little bit messier. So yeah, I'm just going to like copy this and like do the same for the strings. And after that, we should move on to the next phase and focus on working with the drums for the drop, which is going to give it the drops like oomph and everything. But before that, I can do something that should favor the build-up as well as the drop. I don't know if we have consolidated this string section. Let's see. Alright, I think we have, but I forgot to like turn off all of these effects for the strings. Yeah, that's why it sounded kind of weird. There, we're almost done. Right. I'm going to mix the strings a little bit more. Alright, we're done with this part, and now we have the drop ready as well. I'm going to bring some kind of like a filter in here. So what I'm going to do is like automate this knob right here, and then bring back the whole drop in as we go through the whole drop. Alright, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to like automate this from here as well, because we need this section for the build-up that we have in the intro song. So yeah, we're going to go over that as well. Alright, I'm just going to play the intro. Okay, so we can bring the whole drop in like this, like an filter automation. I don't know which things to add, maybe the lead. The bass synth, this one as well. I'm going to bring all of these. Oh, frick it, I'm going to bring the sub bass as well. Or maybe not, because we don't need too much of low frequency attention and detail. I'm going to bring this string. I'm going to bring this one as well. Yeah, this is a perfect spot for capturing the fancy. Really, really, really fancy. To remove the sub bass. Yeah, this is it for this part of the song. Now what I'm going to do is go over for the drums. I've got a Future Rhythm pack right here. That's got some decent drums. They're not like the best, but yeah, they work. This really could work as like the main kick sound. And This works as kind of like a kick clap combo. I love doing something like this. Kind of like a trappy beat, like with rhythm drums. And I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to copy paste this right here. I'm going to remove this one again. Copy paste. Remove all of these. I mean, leave the fundamental one in here, but yeah, remove all the others. We can like. Yeah, something like that. I'm going to add another clap to give it some more character to the snare. Copy paste, copy paste, copy copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy copy paste. Alright, I'm going to shorten this one, shorten this one as well, because we don't need those tails, the unnecessary tails, for all these samples. Yeah. Alright, I think we're done with the main idea of the kick. And now we're going over to the loops, and this sounds kind of good. It's going to like sync it to the tempo. Yeah, it's synced. Okay. I'm going to copy paste this. I'm not going to include this, I suppose. I have made another loop right here. Yeah, this sounds also good. It's like 145 BPM, so I have to like make it match 140 BPM. With that. Alright, I'm going to make it a little bit shorter to like completely match this hit. Okay, now I think we need a little bit more precision. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to disable the stretch mode. I'm going to bring this right here. And call it. Oh, I forgot to like save the project. Oh my god. We haven't saved the project yet. Oh god. Drop project for NCS comp. I haven't saved it. Imagine if we had like an FL crash or something, all of this would have been gone. I'm so lucky that it didn't happen. Alright, now routing all of these drums to a separate drums bus. Alright, so we have all the stuff right here. I'm going to route all of these to another track. I'm going to call this drums bus, and we'll make it dock to the right, and then I'm going to route all of these to the drum bus, and let's see what we got. I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to make the kick mono. for the drums bus, I'm going to pick the Panks compressor first. It's kind of like compressor, saturation, and everything in just one plugin. So yeah, we're going to go over some of the presets in here that can help us out with the wait, I'm just doing something. I'm just going to fix something for my dad. Okay, I'm done. So right now I'm just going over to the presets and like go through all the presets in here and see which one favors the most. Alright, so what I'm going to do is like go to the clap, EQ this out. We don't need some low end information that we don't need. And do the same for the top loop in here. Okay, I'm going to bring these down. What I like to do for these compressors is like I like to do some parallel compressing for the drums so they hit more harder. Right, I'm going to set this to 50%. So it's okay, so the drums hit hard but not that hard or not that compressed. Now I'm going to pick the blue compressor and I'm going to use the drum preset called the full parallel. But it is kind of parallel, like the mix is at 40%, but I'll make it a little bit more drown. Oh wait, I put the blue compressor on the top loop, not the drum bus. Okay, so I'm going to put in the drum bus. And I go over to the presets, full parallel. Yeah, now the drums slap. They slap really hard. Alright, I'm just gonna consolidate this section right here. So I can use this again. Like I don't have to like have the processing gone for all of these drums drop. Alright, to enable the master effect as well. Oh yeah, the master effect is going to like make the drums like sound low in volume, but it's okay. We can like gain the drums up a little bit more with like a mixer plugin or something. It's not going to be that much of a problem. Oh come on, this is like the last part where I have to just like sidechain the whole drop to the drums, and then we're just done for like this project. So yeah, I hope this has been a fun video for you, and you learned something. Not sure how, but yeah, I suppose all of this could help in some way. I'm not the best at explaining everything or doing something professionally, but I am good at what I want to do for myself. So yeah, I guess that's a big thing and, and a big part of my life. Okay, yes, so as you can see, the master being like -6 dB just made the drums sound lower. But like, just look at these drums. They're so good. Like, just look at the shape and everything. They look so good. I really love how they turn out. So what I'm going to do is like mute all of these. So even if I like enable these loops and these channels, it's not going to affect anything else. Alright, all we need is like a parametric EQ2. I'm just going to like go up like 6 dB. Okay, this should be good. I'm going to like copy paste this so right here, and then cut off this sample right here, because we don't need this anymore. So yeah. Right, now it's sidechain time. Oh god, look at this automation clip. What I'm going to do is like just go for this drum right here, this kick. Kicks are like small, so I don't need to sidechain too much of it. I'm going to type in value 80% and make it double curve. This way it can sidechain a good amount. Okay, one kicks right here, one kicks right here, and then like I copy paste all of this from the start to like finish, and I hope it's done well. Yeah. Alright, I think we have 2 kicks right here. Yeah. Here's 2 kick. Okay, kick, 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 kick. I'm just checking if I have sidechain on every kick or not. Okay, so we have in here, there, as well as in here. Yeah, it's okay. Is this kick? Yeah, it's kick. And now I just have to like copy paste from here. So like the final loop. Yeah, I think this works. Alright, I'm just going to like play this section now since we're done with everything. Yeah, we're done with the drop. It's finally over, so I'm just going to end the video in here, and I'll see you in the next video doing the second drop and maybe the second verse of the song. So yeah, take care, have fun, and I hope you learned something from this one. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new and like the video so the algorithm or logarithm or whatever it's called on the YouTube can like recommend this video to other people as well. And hopefully I win for the context. And yeah, for the intro, it's kind of like exciting because it's like a cinematic, and the verse too is going to be cinematic as well, like storytelling and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. So far, I think I like what I'm doing, and I love how the drop is sounding. Maybe it needs a little bit more like low mids or something, but I can like layer with a rees or something. Uh, Maybe I can do that right now. Yeah, let's just try it. Or I don't know, maybe I can do it later because like for now it sounds just good. So yeah, if it does need something, I can just add some kind of like a rees base and like just filter it to all the low mids and stuff. So yeah. Well, I don't want the video to go any longer. It's been like 2.5 hours already. So yeah, just uh, enjoy your life, have fun, and I'll see you again in the next video.